Hey Aquarius, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation read for the month of August. I wanted to say thank you for all the likes and the subscriptions. I sure appreciate you guys. Let's see what we have for you for love for August. Travel. Well, of course. Travel and balance and beliefs are being challenged. So it looks like to me you're going through an ascension process in which you are getting rid of templating about some beliefs. It could be religious beliefs, whatever belief system, right? Which is kind of what's happening for all of us. In one way or another, right? And you can see it being reflected in our world. There's lots of things, systems that are unraveling and things like that. So it looks like as our world's going through an ascension process, and of course, because you are all about humanity, you could be feeling the effects of this, or you're experiencing this yourself. So let's see what we got for love. And if you're a divine relationship, a twin flame relationship, whatever you guys want to call it, you could be going through templating in the twin flame relationship about releasing certain belief systems that are blocks to your union, right? Yeah, this is about fulfillment. What is your fulfillment? This also could be some toxic beliefs about sex. I'm sorry, I don't know. That you're trying to overcome. So let's see what's going on, Aquarius, with you and your partner. Or it could just be, leaving toxic elements behind and moving forward toward what is your wish fulfillment. Could be leaving behind overindulgence. That could either be for you or your partner. So I have Capricorn here, of course, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces specific, and Gemini. Somebody's become enlightened about love, relationship, and distance issues. Someone feels trapped by the distance. So maybe your partner feels trapped if they're at a distance from you. Maybe they feel as though this distance is a block. Maybe they are becoming enlightened about how to solve that problem, or that is a problem. Let's see what's going on with you. Whoa, right out the bat. Okay, so you want to nurture something. And I think that you want to... there's something about the speed with which this relationship is potentially developing at, or where it goes to develop, or how it's developing. There's something to do with the speed at which it's happening. You want it to move more quickly. And I think you're unapologetic, okay, about wanting it to move quickly. If that makes any sense to you, let me know. Your partner here is becoming enlightened about the fact that this distance between the two of you is an issue. And this could be you here, feeling trapped by this distance, not being able to progress, okay, because of the distance. You have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio over here, thinking that, maybe they need to move this forward. Maybe that they want to move this forward more quickly than you do. Nonetheless, Scorpio's here now. There's not a transformation happening here for your partner. You don't feel like you can make a transformation happen. So let's see what's going on with you. However way it lands with you. There is an issue about the effort being unreciprocated, okay, either for you or your partner. Maybe one of you's making more effort than the other one, right? You're holding on, I think, Aquarius, to this situation, even though it's incredibly imbalanced. There's distance issues, there's speed issues, there's all kinds of blocks, belief systems are being challenged, egos having to die. Balance is what you're being called to focus on. So travel and distance, there may be some issue about having to bring a relationship to one specific place instead of it being conducted in two different places. Let's see what's going on. Your partner here wants to move forward, but they don't, they're not feeling the passion here or something. There's something about the lack of movement. Money may be an issue. There may not be money to resolve this distance situation between the two of you. There may be issues with belief systems regarding sex, right? We talked about this issue of sex earlier. So, for example, maybe someone's really traditional, and they're kind of like, well, we can't do the deed until we're in a commitment. Or somebody is not traditional enough. Or whatever, but there's something about sex and belief systems that's being challenged in this relationship, and the distance is sort of what's holding up the dam here, right? So let's see what's going on between the both of you. Okay, so somebody's very defensive, Aquarius. It looks like you may be defensive about something. You may be defensive about communicating something to someone. This could be not healing from previous relationship, right? There's a conversation that needs to be had. Let me see if I can get some more on this. Show me the world. Maybe somebody's words are too harsh. Overcoming. Somebody's not overcoming something. Somebody doesn't have enough trust, not overcoming a third-party situation in order to find their balance. They're scared of love. They're scared of doing this again. Well, what if it, F's up all over again and I'm stuck with some shitty relationship again? Let's see this Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands. Queens, 3 queens on the board, which is kind of what we have, is deception. Now, does it mean, oh, that's 3 women or that's 3 whatever? Not always, right? Yeah, somebody, ultimately, Aquarius, I think you're afraid of rejection. You're looking up at this person here. You're wanting to move things forward. But again, this idea of rejection, one minute you're sure, the next minute you're not. You're juggling with a commitment here. Let's see why. Okay. Sex, again, is an issue. Happiness. Forward movement is happiness. Let's see what this is. Putting the work into the relationship. Commitment. Being able to be providing. Overcoming some situations. So, again, money may be an issue. Beliefs and traditional systems may be an issue. Somebody feeling like they're having an ego issue because if they do make this move, or they do make this transition, you could live 30 minutes away for all I know. Am I going to be able to find a job? How am I going to make money? All of these things that are happening here. There are options for new opportunities, but I think you kind of got to get real with yourself. Cancer here, the moon, and also overcoming previous relationship issues. Well, that's a mouthful, isn't it? All right, so let's see how they feel about you, Aquarius. They view you as a soulmate at the very least. they have fears that it's going to blow up as well. They also enjoy their autonomy and their independence. And they're not sure they want to give that up either. So they have some anxiety in the communication about the situation as well. Let's see what they're thinking. They wanted to come and talk to you about this relationship, and I think they want to talk to you about their fears here. But you've got the Two of Cups, so that's what they want. They want to tell you how they feel. But I think they're afraid they're going to get played. So let's talk about what this card is, the Seven of Swords. It looks like to me they're looking at the situation. They don't trust something here. Maybe they don't trust themselves, right? So maybe it's your partner not wanting to move forward because they've had, bad stuff go on in the past or whatever, and they don't trust themselves. So maybe this is a situation of, I've been in hermit mode this whole time because my picker's broke, or, I don't trust myself to move forward in a relationship because clearly I'm no good at it, or whatever the situation, but that's a big fear here. Let's see what their intentions are. Their intention is to move forward. Let's see. There may be a conversation that the both of you have that halts the forward movement. This may be an explosive conversation, or you both may shut down on each other to prevent a tower moment from happening. Conversation comes to a halt for a little while. Let's see. Yeah, somebody wants to maintain the control, or feels like they're going to be controlled. This is a lack of somebody feeling like they have this is a lack of trust in themselves and trust in the other person and moving forward, which that's only a problem that person can solve. But here we go. Aquarius, the intention is to move forward with you in conversation, move forward with you. They will have this conversation with you. Okay, my lands, that was complicated. All right, so let's kind of take a look at what they want to say to you. Hopefully it's good stuff. Hopefully we won't get that sex card again. Gotten like 20 times today. Oh my God. I knew it. I can have sex, but I can't handle intimacy. I'm not used to affection. So this is, I think, both of you saying this to each other because there's been a lack of that. Not necessarily from that person, but from just life circumstances. I'm involved with someone else. I didn't expect to fall in love with you. Okay. Well, I mean, so what are you going to do about it? You are the love of my life at the wrong time of my life. Okay, yeah, because we've got this distance. We've got career transition. We've got jobs. We've got traditional ideas. We've got trust problems. I don't know how to communicate my feelings. Okay, yeah, it's easier to be silent. And hence the Hermit card up here. So, I mean, to me, this is sort of a situation in which you just kind of have to, if you care about this person, right, Aquarius, then this is part of trusting and overcoming fears. But for the other party, this may be, if it's worth it, they will be patient, right? If it's worth it, they will be patient. So let's see what their next move is going to be. Aquarius may be going through a lot of issues right now, or your other person may be going through a lot of issues right now about life-changing confusion. Again, this issue with sex versus intimacy. Your partner looks like they're going to try to be charming and very positive. They're looking at this with no maliciousness whatsoever. Planning a journey together, but there's a lot of indecision between the two of you. Being absorbed with this relationship staying at a certain level because it's where they're comfortable, right? But what we have here is making a decision to move forward with a solid, committed relationship or not. So let's see how they feel about you in the bedroom. We might have more issues come up here. Okay. Somebody wants to do what it takes to make it work, but there's a level of obsession here that may be a little bit odd. Okay, so this is not a great example, but when you're like in high school or whatever, and you've got a crush on somebody, and you'll have a crush on them forever, but you know, you can't talk to them. Like when they talk to you, you like die inside and you want to run away, right? So it gives that person the impression that you don't like them, but you do. You don't know how to handle those feelings, right? So that's kind of what we got here. Someone who is deeply, Aquarius, in love with you, but they're having a problem expressing that in the right way. There's a lot of fantasizing going on between the two of you here. Somebody, it doesn't matter what setting they're in or who they're with, their mind always reverts back to you. Yeah. This person's very sensual, and they want this intimacy from you. They want to transform this situation of the two of you and your fears. They want to transform this into moving forward. Let's get there already, right? That's kind of what I got. Intimacy overpowers the fantasy, but this person, you're both kind of a little bit scared. So kind of let's see what a final outcome can be. Okay, the Empress, right? Abundance. Making choices. Somebody's looking for a sign. That's what this is. So normally this card means opportunities, right? Somebody's looking for a sign. Should I do this? Should I not? Right? Should I bring this romance? Will I have another opportunity to do this again the right way? I want the victory in this situation. Somebody's looking for a sign. That's all they're waiting on, is a sign. Okay, so when they get whatever sign it is they're looking for, they're coming for you. That's all I got with that. Let's get some love cards on it and see what they have to say. Somebody's looking for a sign. And what they want is to come to you with these commitment issues. This Four of Wands, victory, and Four of Wands, 10, waiting room. Where are we going to take this thing? I want to bring the romance. I'm waiting for the right time to present that to you. Okay? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, yes. Finances and career. We talked about that. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yeah, of course they are. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Let your friends help you. This may just be asking for and accepting help or support. No codependency. Healing family issues. Somebody doesn't want to be dependent on someone else. There's issues of abuse and being taken advantage of when someone feels dependent. Okay, maybe that's a big issue. They don't trust feeling dependent on you or you them because they've been taken advantage of before in the past as a result. Retreat, chemistry, call in your soulmate. Okay, it's safe for you to love. So the universe says, hey, you've got a green light. You know, all of these fears and stuff are things that you both are going to have to work out on your own with yourselves. And you're both sitting over there on the sidelines wanting to make the effort to move toward the other person. But your fears are your obstacles, right? Exchanging gifts. This is equality. This is closing out cycles. It's time to go from where the both of you are at right now. It's time for you to leave that place. It's time to move things forward. Mend things in your life. Allow this new life to come to you. Allow this transformation you're both undergoing to happen. You've brought things to the edge. You've been at the edge before. Close things out. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take that leap. Leave the past in the past. This is a soulmate. You are choosing the right path. This is fated. Fated. So, Aquarius, that's your sign. Okay? Or that's your other person's sign. What have you. But this is about dealing with your own fears being an obstacle to love. So, I'll see you guys for what's in their head.